Hello everyone, my name is Trey Hampton and this is my presentation on Microsoft Server 22 and Ubuntu Server 24. I'll be discussing some technical aspects, best use cases, and going over some security aspects of these two operating systems. With that, I will also be going over their respective firewalls, Windows Firewall, and IP tables in Linux. I will also be discussing a few hardening recommendations that you can utilize to ensure proper security on your server or operating system. Hopefully, by the end of this presentation, you will have learned something new and also have a better understanding of how these two operating systems, alongside their firewalls, function and operate. With this slide, I wanted to do a quick comparison between the two operating systems. Ubuntu is an open source software, while Windows Server 22 is owned by Microsoft and requires licensing. Ubuntu 24 is a command line server, while Windows Server has a GUI for user interface. The architecture of Microsoft Server 22 is integrated within Windows. This makes it perfect for hybrid deployments, while Ubuntu supports more hardware architectures, and it is more geared towards cloud-native applications and open-source environments. While the security features of Ubuntu are highly flexible, it requires more manipulation, in which if you don't have a higher level of understanding, it can cause problems after setup. While Microsoft Server 22 comes with secured core hardware like the TPM 2.0 chip, giving it a built-in security framework. Microsoft has an integrated firewall called Windows Firewall. It offers a more centralized management within Windows systems, while IP tables give more flexibility and control and give more detailed custom security setups. Starting with Microsoft Server 22, it was designed with enterprise-grade features, and it offers strong security and performance enhancement from previous versions. With the introduction of Microsoft Server 22, it made significant increases in security, performance, and cloud integration. It introduced secured core server architecture, which includes the TPM 2.0 chip, which allowed for more secure boot-up processes. It also offers virtualization-based security, or VBS, which will protect Windows by using kernel mode code within an isolated virtual environment. This helps to ensure that all drivers and binaries are in working order and have not been tampered with. This will protect Windows against malware affecting the memory because modified memory will not be executable at the kernel level. Also, with features like virtualization and container support, it offers scalable and more secure application deployment. With cloud integration, the server is made to work well with modern processors, handling big tasks like running databases and virtual machines smoothly. It also includes features for fast and secure file transfers and works closely with Azure. This helps to easily manage both on-premises and cloud resources. To ensure maximum security with Microsoft Server 22, it is very important to enable the secured core features. This will help protect against firmware and hypervisor attacks by using things like the TPM 2.0 chip and secure boot. The TPM 2.0 chip is a physical or embedded technology that helps ensure that the server is booted with code that is verified and trusted. Also, implementing privileged access workstations. This can help ensure that all administrative tasks within an organization are in a more secure environment. One of the more crucial aspects of security is ensuring proper updates and patches are completed often. This will help maintain a secure environment with tools like Security Compliance Toolkit, which can help you achieve this. Windows Firewall is a component of Microsoft Server 22's security framework. It filters two-way network traffic and protects the local drive from unauthorized traffic. It uses stateful packet inspection to monitor and filter network traffic based on the state of its connections. Group policy integration allows for a centralized management of firewall settings across many different servers. This will also help ensure consistency within the security policies. The firewall also provides detailed logging information, which is an incredibly important step in monitoring traffic. When securing Windows Firewall, start by setting up rules that only allow the traffic to your server that you actually need. This will help keep out unwanted connections and reduce the chances of an attack. Next, turn on detailed logging to keep track of all the traffic going through the firewall, and this way you can spy any suspicious activity and respond quickly and appropriately. Finally, connecting the firewall to an intrusion detection system (IDS), this helps add more protection. The IDS watches for unusual behavior that might get past the firewall and can automatically block those threats or send alerts to the appropriate people. These steps work together to create a strong defense against hackers and other security risks. You can minimize the number of applications, services, or protocols that are installed, and this will help reduce the attack surface of a server as well. You should also keep web-based installations to a minimum and keep web access strictly monitored. Now, onto Ubuntu Server 24. Ubuntu 24 is a great option specifically designed to meet the needs of the modern IT environment. It supports many different types of hardware, including x86, 64, ARM, and IBM Power architectures. This helps make it a great option for smaller deployments, all the way up to enterprise level. This operating system is optimized for multi-core processors, allowing for simultaneous multi-threading to help maximize performance. It includes kernel live patching, which allows for updates to the server to be deployed without rebooting, which allows for little downtime and will keep continuous operation. This is an incredibly great advantage to have when dealing in a certain environment where downtime can be extremely costly. It also supports containerization with Docker and LXD, as well as virtualization with KVM, which is kernel-based virtual machines, making it a good choice for more traditional applications as well as cloud applications. Overall, Ubuntu Server 24 is built to be secure, flexible, and performative, whether it is on a physical hardware or a virtual machine. Security on Ubuntu Server 24 can be improved by enforcing AppArmor profiles. This will restrict application behaviors and limit the impact of any compromises. AppArmor is a Linux security module that restricts certain capabilities of applications along with permissions and profiles. It uses profiles to determine what files and permissions that application will require. AppArmor is installed by default on Ubuntu Server 24. Hardening through SSH access is another great option. You can use this to disable the root login, only allowing key-based authentication with IP restrictions, ensuring only those specific IP addresses will be authorized. Finally, you will need to configure the IP tables directly, which will ensure the necessary traffic is allowed. IP tables are a powerful firewall tool used within the Linux environment. This operates using a system of chains and tables, only allowing administrators to define the rules for network traffic. IP tables support network address translation, which is crucial for handling network traffic between different networks. This allows for a certain flexibility to create whatever rule sets the organization may need. IP tables work by interacting with packet filtering hooks in the Linux kernel. This is also known as the net filter framework. Basically, every packet will pass through the network layer, whether it is coming or going. It will then go through these hooks to ensure that all the traffic entering and leaving a system follows all the preset rules. To harden IP tables, you need to define strict rule sets that will only allow the necessary traffic to the network. This will help minimize potential attacks. You should enable detailed logging to monitor drop packets and potential threats. This should provide the necessary data to analyze so that you can respond appropriately. Using things like Snort or Suricata enhances the effectiveness by automating threat detection. Snort and Suricata are both network intrusion detection systems. These systems will help monitor traffic alongside the IP tables. Suricata is more enterprise-level workloads and can handle complex traffic, while Snort is more geared towards intrusion detection and packet logging. Microsoft Server 22 and Ubuntu Server 24 require a very deep understanding of their features and potential vulnerabilities. In this presentation, I talked about specific security features for both operating systems as well as some hardening recommendations. I also spoke about Windows Firewall and IP tables. I listed a few hardening recommendations for both, and also having a thorough understanding of how firewalls work and how rules are set. It is critically imperative to ensure proper security on your server. This last slide shows all my references I used. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.